Hey, what's up guys and gals? My name is Rick9G. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be talking about the Three Stooges, more specifically about the 75th Stooge short called Phony Express. Now, I've been cataloging every single Stooge short between number 1 all the way to 190. We're at 75. So let's get right to it and talk about Phony Express and what is so surprising and mysterious about this episode that I have uncovered. Phony Express was filmed on March 27th through the 31st of 1943, and it was released the end of the year, November 18th, 1943. The running time is 17 minutes and 9 seconds, and it's a really funny Stooge short that goes back to the time of the Old West and the Cowboys. The Stooges are three tramps wanted for vagrancy. After ruining a medicine peddler's show, they arrive in a town called Peaceful Gulch, where a picture has been printed declaring them to be three famous lawmen coming to clean up the town. Now, they are assigned to guard the bank. Of course, this is going to result in chaos. The boys have the local gang scared at first, but when the gang learns who the Stooges really are, they rob the bank. The boys go in pursuit, they find the bad guys' hideout, they subdue the bandits, and recover the money. As I mentioned, it's a great episode, short, filled with lots of funny moments, especially with Curly, who, although remember, I have been cataloging how Curly has been going through a decline in his health, and there's many reasons for this. Even though he was pretty much prime and doing really good in this short, I mean, there are moments where he is a little bit off here and there, but overall, it's a good short. It's kind of run-of-the-mill. It's a good Curly short, but there were some telltale signs that things were going wrong. I covered a short not long ago where there was a mysterious black eye that Curly had in the short. It wasn't part of the story at all. This is an injury that he sustained from and during filming of this short. And this short has something very similar. If you're watching this, you may notice that there's a bandage on the back of Curly's neck. You can see it here, and it's throughout some of the scenes. Now, you may think, not a big deal, he cut himself. Well, it may be more of a big deal than you think. I kind of will spoil it, but the Stooge short after this, the 76 Stooge short, Curly gets really injured, and in fact he needs about 9 stitches. We'll talk about that in the next Stooge short, but we're trying to have and show a pattern here of Curly going through a lot of injuries, especially head injuries, that will eventually lead to his most damaging stroke. He had several strokes before he was moved out of the Stooge group, but the last one really took him out of the business and out of his career. And we could say that all these injuries kind of led toward it. And think about it, this is 1943. A lot of these guys, even the Stooges, were really hardcore. They could take a lot of punishment. But for him to have a bandage on there, he's probably bleeding. Maybe he had a really purpley bruise or something that would show up on camera that they didn't want to show up. And in fact, the bandage would kind of hide it with the lower definition of the time. But now with high definition, we could see the bandage. So I did want to really highlight this and ask how many of you did notice that this bandage was in this Stooge short. And then we'll talk about next short in another video that I'll cover, showing how he really got injured in an accident. And it's kind of a repeating theme of Curly having more accidents during filming. He had become more accident prone because he started to lose coordination and depth perception, things like that, because of the multiple blows he was already getting to his head, and then now with these injuries that would further contribute to his decline in health. It's really sad, but I want to know your thoughts down below. What do you think about this? Should the Stooges, that is Moe and Larry and his family, taken him out earlier to avoid issues? Or were these guys just not quitters, wanting to keep going until, unfortunately, Curly couldn't anymore? But I want to know your thoughts down below. This is a really important topic for me because we are concluding essentially a chronology of Curly shorts, and I just want to know your thoughts. What do you think about this? It is kind of a sad time, but it is interesting to see these things pop up here and there as we analyze these shorts. We'll see you all next time. Thank you so much for the support as always, and don't forget, everyone, to always stay positive and, most importantly, be hopeful. Thank you to all my supporters, especially my Diamond tier patrons: Russ C, Sally N, Vito L, Citizen Kane 359, David D, Jerry D, Jennifer P, and Kevin K. If you want to join this list and be a patron supporter, it does help out so much, and I thank you ahead of time.